Esports and its many gaming titles have taken the world by storm. Not only changing the lives of the players who compete, but for the fans who dedicate their time to follow their beloved teams as they travel the globe. With a multitude of gaming titles and their leagues available online, it's easy to get caught up in all the hype. A battle royale like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or Fortnite may appeal to a wider audience, whereas a multiplayer online battle arena like League of Legends or Dota 2 may look a little convoluted at first glance. Arena Esports takes you on a viewer's guide to watching some of the best esport titles of today. A first-person shooter, or FPS, requires accuracy, timing, and a strategic game plan to overcome the opposition. Players adopt the point of view perspective, focusing on details presented in front of their character, rather than a top-down or side-view angle. In FPS Esports, the general idea is to seek and destroy the enemy in order to cripple their team. But the overall objective required to win a match changes between both the esport titles and their game modes. For instance, in Overwatch and Paladins, players are sometimes required to capture a payload, guiding it to a specific point on the map in order to win the round. In Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six Siege, the attacking team must infiltrate bomb sites on the map, while the defending team holds their ground to safeguard the targets. By eliminating enemy forces, a team can create a player number advantage over their opposition, making it extremely difficult to attack or defend for that round. Like other esport genres, team captains, coaches, and players will enter a drafting phase. Teams can ban or pick particular maps, keeping in mind which arenas play to their strengths and not their opponents. Like in a multiplayer online battle arena, Hi-Rez Studios' Paladins and Ubisoft's Rainbow Six Siege operates a pick-ban system for their playable characters before each match. The roles required vary depending on the game. A Counter-Strike team is made up of an entry fragger to aggressively take the first kill. The secondary entry fragger follows up on what the first player has learned or achieved, reacting accordingly to the situation at hand. A main or secondary AWPer with pinpoint accuracy is there to claim eliminations in a pinch. A lurker patrols the map in order to relay information back to the team and flank enemy players in his path. And a support is there to create environmental obstacles like Molotovs, smoke, and flash grenades. Titles like Overwatch and Paladins have more class-based roles, characters with personal and unique abilities that can synergize with others. The tanks, or frontliners, are there to absorb and survive incoming fire, making it very difficult for the opposing team to break through their defensive capabilities. The damage or flank is a role for a powerful hero or champion who will claim eliminations for your team, whether firing projectiles head-on or sneaking behind enemy lines to cause chaos from behind. And a healer or support to protect the team, keeping everybody alive and well through some of the toughest team fights. When watching FPS Esports, the screen can be broken down into a variety of useful information. Both teams' current scores are displayed at the top of the screen, along with their team names, game timer, and overall series score. Players' current health, armor, and inventory are also displayed so that the viewer can keep up to speed with a player's status. Individual scorecards per player are also visible, showing the amount of kills, assists, and deaths they have endured in the game. In an FPS like Overwatch, the teams and objective status are also displayed at the top of the screen, which includes the current condition of each player and whether or not their ultimate ability is ready for use. Counter-Strike to Halo, Overwatch to Paladins. FPS Esports has been recognized as a competitive gaming phenomenon right across the world, inviting legions of its fans to some of the biggest live premier tournaments the sporting world has ever seen.